Look at how much. Look over there, guys.
Effects of the strong wind in the capital, you see?
I'll explain. The wind was too strong, so yesterday I didn't take off because of the... That's where they do it, where we make the plans. We have there the room for... Hey everyone, this is Romulo from Flying With Me. I'm here at APEL in Osasco, São Paulo. I'm going to take off soon from São Paulo to Belo Horizonte. If you've made it this far, subscribe, share, and leave a like. I just finished my little run, had my coffee. Now I don't have my watch on. Now it's 6:28 in the morning. We're going to take off at 9 o'clock HBR time to Heliport, okay? So let's go take my shower, change clothes, and let's fly. Now that's it. Shower taken, bag ready, let's fly. I'm gonna leave here, get an Uber, go to HBR, and you're coming with me. For those who don't know, HBR is the biggest heliport in Brazil. I'll show you, it's here in Osasco. I'll show you something about it there, whatever I can show, right? Because I could keep filming a lot of things, a lot of details, but I'll show you something, you'll see it there, okay? So let's get the Uber. Look over there, guys. The effects of the strong wind in the capital, you see? I'll explain. Actually, I came here, today is Thursday. I came here on Monday to go back on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, the weather turned bad, so I stayed here. On Wednesday, the rain stopped. Visibility got better, but the wind was too strong, so I didn't take off yesterday because of the wind. Okay, good visibility, nice weather, but the wind was really strong because of the cyclone down south. It affects us here in São Paulo. So helicopter, us, right, as helicopter pilots, we have to pay attention to the wind conditions too, not just visibility. Lightning, rain, no wind also gets in the way. Right? You saw it there. Some people right here on the channel are from São Paulo and you saw the damage the wind caused. So yesterday I didn't take off because of the wind. This morning, it's possible to fly to Belo Horizonte. The wind has calmed. Some strong winds remain, but nothing will affect our flight. So today, yes, I take off and return to Belo Horizonte. So pay attention to the wind as well, okay? Wind can interfere with your flight and can compromise flight safety. Look, guys, this is the very important person lounge at HBR. Look how wonderful this is. Comfortable, spacious. Look at this. There's some coffee over there. This is where the passengers stay, okay? The passengers wait here for the flight. Usually those who are hangared here, and the pilot. The pilot's room is on the other side, and that's where we do the planning. We have over there the room for restroom, there's a gym, there's everything for the pilot there. It's fantastic here, and that's the patio. That's the HBR patio, it's huge, look. And the activity here never stops. It never stops. Look, a helicopter's coming. It's really cool. Now I'm going to the cockpit. I'll show you the pilot's area. Look, the parking lot is big. Very spacious. Check it out. Here, guys, this is the pilot's lounge. Look. We have all these screens here with weather information, a computer for flight planning. And over there is the lounge, see? Where people wait for the passengers. There's also a cafe here, look. So guys, from here, look, from the pilot's lounge, you go out and enter the ramp here, see? We go from the ramp directly to the hangar. Guys, I've already entered the hangar. Here is India Tango Mike. Look at all these helicopters. Look at this. That's a lot of machines, right? Look. And the hangar outside, look. I'm starting my pre-flight, but every time I'm here, I'm impressed. Look at that. Look at how many. I just finished the pre-flight here. When I landed here on Monday, I already left this machine fueled up. I'm turning on its panel, just checking the fuel amount here. Look, 538 liters. We're full tank. Checking the lights here. All good, testing up here. Light test. Fire test. Okay, I'll check the horn as well. Heard it. All right, now just have it taken out of the hangar and let's go fly. I'm about to start the engine, just waiting for the machine. They're moving with a machine here to the side, an H155. Let's begin our takeoff from HBR to Belo Horizonte. HBR declaration, Papa Sierra India Tango. Mike will begin takeoff in 30 more seconds. HBR is heading to the school. India Tango Mike is at 3,000 feet. Well, we took off from HBR. and let's go to Belo Horizonte.
Guys, just to explain.
Today is Thursday. I came to São Paulo on Monday and was supposed to return to Belo Horizonte on Tuesday morning. But Tuesday morning, the weather was really bad here in São Paulo. So what happened?
I ended up staying here in São Paulo.
On Wednesday, the weather cleared up with good visibility. No rain, but the wind here in São Paulo was too strong. And I stayed here in São Paulo. And today is Thursday. And I'm here. Let's go home. It's still windy. It's an annoying wind. But it's decreased a lot compared to how it was yesterday. Yesterday, the wind here was really strong.
So the wind also affects helicopters, okay? It affects flight safety.
And today we can go to São Paulo. I also have to analyze my speed here up to Belo Horizonte. Because if the wind is too much against us, since it's quite strong, I need land somewhere to refuel so I can have enough range, right? In this case, I'd refuel in Pouso Alegre, but let's see how things go. I know the weather in Belo Horizonte is good and the route is clear.
The range of this machine is 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Normally it takes me 2 hours from São Paulo to Belo Horizonte, but let's see how the wind is once I set course for Belo Horizonte. Guys, I passed Atibaia. I'm already near Extrema and the wind is pretty strong, okay? But I've got a bit of a tailwind, so let's see if it's giving me a positive result. So for now, we won't need to land to refuel, to put a little fuel in at Pouso Alegre. We can go straight for now, but I'll keep analyzing since the wind is strong today. I'm here with a 14-knot wind from the side.
Tango uniform, vertical over Cosmopolis at 3,600 feet, descending to 3,000. From Americana.
We're passing near Pouso Alegre. Pouso Alegre is on the left. We're here away. 8 miles from Pouso Alegre on my left. We won't need to land there to refuel. Because we're good on fuel here, we can make it from here to there with the tailwind we have today.
An 85-minute flight.
I have 2 hours and 30 minutes of range at this cruise setting I'm using here. Like I said, it's windy. Over in the mountains, it shook and bounced a bit. But some days are just like that. Some days are turbulent. Guys, I'm going to show you an interesting feature here of the Garmin 650. Check this out. You come here to Utilities, Fuel Planning, and then here it will give you from your current position to your destination how much fuel you'll have in the tank. And how many minutes, right? How much time you'll have of fuel. So look, he's here. You do a compute data here. Look. It gives you all the information. Look, in this regime here, Cruzeiro, it's saying that I'm going to arrive at Heliport with 187 liters, 1 hour and 4 minutes of fuel in the tank. See? And down here, look, it's telling me how much is left. Look, 2 hours and 18 minutes. In this mode, with this wind, this is updated. So whenever you want to update, if you change the power here, look, then you have to come here and update again, and it will show you. Look, with this power, you'll arrive with this much fuel left, with this many hours, and so on. Cool, right? A really interesting feature. It also makes our flight planning easier. Here, look, on the left, Pouso Alegre. Good runway in Pouso Alegre, refueling. The people there have a really nice setup.
Guys, we're arriving in Belo Horizonte. Brumadinho, look, is over there to my left. Here is the Igarape mountain range, which then connects here to the Rollamosa mountain range.
Here we are in a nearby white position. Gila Beach is right up ahead. Here, look, I'll focus here for you. There are 5. 3 minutes, 3:48 for us to get there. Okay? Shall we check the amount of fuel? 190 liters in the tank. I left there with a full tank, okay? Today I came almost the whole time with 140 knots of ground speed and with 131 of true airspeed, okay? Indicated 190 knots, 120 the whole time. And the fuel consumption was this here, look, 180.
I came at 5,000 feet from there, pretty much from Pouso Alegre to here, at 5,000 feet, and I'm light, just me on board.
At 5,000 feet, and I'm light, just me on board. Vertical channel of Branca, heading Heliport India Tango Mike 5,500, starting descent. So guys, I'm starting to descend. I turn off the autopilot. What does that mean? I don't turn it off, it's on the whole time. See, it's on the whole time, okay? What am I gonna do? I'm going to turn off the altitude and navigation hold. The altitude and navigation hold by pressing this button, so it'll be with me, okay? Look, I took it off. Now it's already cleared to start the descent. So what do? I start lowering the collective. I'm lowering the collective here. And it starts to go down, see? A little rate there of 500 feet. And the cyclic, I haven't touched it yet, see? It's still on autopilot, it's fine. The cyclic, any adjustment I make here, it will stay in that position. And to move it, I press the force trim. It's this little button here, look. So I pressed it here, for example, I'm going to hold the speed, see? I'll pull the cyclic back and release it. It will stay in this attitude until I change it. I'm going to turn left here to enter the final. I'm going to avoid this. This mining company here in front of me. I'll move a bit this way. Heliport coordinating India Tango Mike vertical over Jardim de Canada, landing in Sector Whiskey in 1 minute. But what am I noticing? The wind is head on, so I'm going to approach from the echo sector. Look, so any movement I want to make with the cyclic, I hold the force trim while moving. Here it's with me, it's in my hand, see? In my hand. The lever is always here. He doesn't control the lever, so the lever is always with me. I'm going to release the force trim and it'll keep turning. Look. And it has a 10-degree angle limit, so it only turns at 10 degrees. I'm pulling it to 20, but when I let go, it'll return to 10 degrees. So you have to learn how to deal with the autopilot and understand that it's here to help you all the time. It's entering the final India Tango Mike Heliport, will make the crossing and is approaching from the echo sector. The wind is a bit stronger today. Approach from the echo sector. Since the wind is now at our backs and we're approaching with the breeze from the bow, so I'm making a turn. This turn with more angle, the autopilot can't do it, okay? It only makes 10-degree turns. We've arrived at Heliport. There you go, holding the force trim the whole time. Look, I'm going to land. All set. I close the throttle. It'll honk. Watch. I removed the horn. Why did it sound? The revolutions per minute dropped because I closed the throttle. I can turn off the air conditioning here. It's already cold. I'm going to take out the plane bus. I've locked the bus and just turned off the autopilot. All set. Hey guys, I'm going to show you, look, 172.71. Should we consider 170? That's 170 liters in the tank. Okay. Flight time, 2 hours and 4 minutes, remembering that this time here is from engine start, okay? So the actual flight time was about 2 hours, 1 hour and 58 minutes more or less, okay? I'm refueling the machine now. The guys are already covering it and I just shut it off. And they're going to put the helicopter inside the hangar. I'm going to refuel the machine now and then I'm going to rest. Hey Jackson, I'll keep an eye on things here. I'm not going to fill up the tank because I have a closer mission here, so there's no need to fill it up all the way. I'll have it ready for the next mission. See, it's marked on the glasses lens. I'll check over there. While we refuel, I'll explain about landing in Pouso Alegre on the way back from Sao Paulo. Today I didn't need to land. Why? Since I didn't have to pick anyone up or wait at the helipad and there was no headwind, I arrived quickly and empty-handed. The helicopter was light, so you come straight and smoothly. But if I had a heavy helicopter, if I had landed at some helipad to wait for someone, the helicopter spun for a while on the helipad and consuming fuel. Maybe I would have landed in Pouso Alegre to refuel, right? If the weather conditions were so-so, right? We refuel just to be safe, but usually we don't need to, okay? The H130 goes straight from Sao Paulo to Belo Horizonte and from Belo Horizonte to Sao Paulo under normal conditions, okay? If there are no detours, no landings or waiting, it goes straight from Belo Horizonte to Sao Paulo without any problems. You saw that I spent 2 hours flying. It has a range of 2 hours and 45 minutes, okay? The manual says 3 hours, but I calculate 2 hours and 45 minutes for this machine because it consumes a bit more. Look, we just fueled 503 liters, 90%. I can do the flight I have tomorrow. I'll take off from here empty, pick up some passengers somewhere. And since I won't need to use all the fuel, I don't need to fill up the tank, right? That way I take off a little lighter with a bit more power left over. I always like to work with a better margin. A bigger one, right? Well guys, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like for me, a hug, and God bless you. I'm out.